So, we've learned a lot about SketchUp, and it's really just a starting off point. Like they said in our tutorial videos, hey, it's a matter of playing with the software and getting mastery through experience. So, with our foundation, we can build stuff. We can create the components. However, we have to learn how to diagram our stuff, because when we make documentation, Mr. Rutz, I'm going to want your orthographic drawings, I want your isometric drawings, I want measurements, dimensions. And we've gone through and dimensioned everything all the way through, but there's no way of documenting that without what I'm going to show you today. So, today, I'm going to show you the dimensioning tool. It's located right next to the tape measure. Boop. And it works similarly to the tape measure, except it's going to put your measurements in a viewable format on your drawing. So what you can do, let's see, is just ignore me as I select and delete my dimensions. Why is it? Midpoint drawer. It's a very important midpoint. Don't forget it. It won't let you forget it because it's going to stay there forever. Okay, so there's different views that we care about. Isometric, front, top, and side. Now, you can do several, you can set yourself up with different dimensions, take your snips, and then get rid of the dimensions. Let me show you what I mean by that now. If I was going to dimension this in an isometric perspective, first thing I'm going to do is go to this scenes thing, and I'm going to click the bottom right. That's an isometric perspective. There's other perspectives. You have like a mirrored isometric. You've got the reverse corner, whatever, other corner. Then you also have front, right side, top side. And these are really handy to just quickly snap where you want to go. Let me just get rid of this real quick. Gallery 6. Okay. So I'm going to just shift that over. Because I have this weird midpoint. I don't know why it's there. So now I'm going to use my dimension tool. I'm going to give the depth. I'm also going to give, let's see, the depth from, let's go from here to here. They're going to need that. Boom. I can also give the depth from here to here. You're going to need it to construct it. Alternatively, rather than do that, you could also just do the depth of the leg. Oopsie. Okay, get that dimension tool. 1, 2, put it here. The one issue is that with text or spacing that's that small, unless you zoom in, the tick marks. These are instead of arrows. This is used generally in architecture, this style. It's gonna interfere with the measurement. So that's why, in general, with SketchUp, you're going to want to use larger measurements. You also got to be just careful where you pick, because if you don't hit the right thing, it won't be the right measurement. All right, so at this point, we covered just you got to be particular about where you put your dimensions. Isometric views, you're going to want some of the larger heights and widths and depths, and you can show them all here. For an orthographic view, you would just focus on the front. Then you'd focus on the top. Then you focus on the depth. And each time, once you finish putting your dimensions, you take your picture, put it in your document. One thing I didn't cover, notes. So notes, you could put notes about like how to construct things. So here I could say connect leg using 90-degree metal brackets. Okay, so that's just a tip for construction. Now, if I don't want a big long note like this, see, I can drag it out. I can just press enter, not delete, enter, and it works just like Notepad, and it just stays, it floats. It's good. For the last part of this video, when I'm using dimensions and I'm trying to write notes and things like that, we can adjust this. And we do this using the Information tab. Here, you've got a ruler, you got a T. T is text. dimension style. You could change the types of arrows that you use. So here I'm going to change it to dots. I click update, changes to dots. If I want to use a closed-headed arrow, change to closed-headed arrow. Please do this. If you want to align to a certain way, I don't know, play with it. See what you think. So it'll change the orientation of the measurements. Last thing, let's see. Well, yeah, you can change the text too. But format, here, this is going to change what units are used. So here, this is fractional inches, decimal inches. This is feet. If we wanted to go to a metric system, we could do that here. Precision. If I'm doing full inches, go to 0. Full inches. Great. Fewer numbers, looks better. If I have halves, I'm going to need that decimal. Quarters, I'm going to need another layer. That's precision. It's how far down that decimal place goes. You can turn off snapping if you don't want your cursor getting stuck to stuff, but if you like it actually snapping to stuff, you leave that open. And then angle units. Precision, makes sense, and then angle snapping, same idea. That's it!